Duncan McNair is the founder of Save the Asian Elephants, an animal charity that's taken monumental strides for animal welfare. Duncan has written primary legislation and even taken a petition with 1.2 million signatures to 10 Downing Street. As mentioned earlier, Duncan, you've played a crucial role in developing this new primary legislation. But what are the chief principles from the Animals Low Welfare Activities Abroad Act, and what do marketers need to take away from this conversation?
Right, so this act is a measure that makes it an offence in the UK, in particular in England and Northern Ireland at this stage, to advertise or offer for sale access to any overseas practice that abuses any vertebrate species anywhere in the world to a level that would be an offence were that treatment to be happening in our country. It's not Asian elephants alone, it's all the ape family, it's the big cats, it's dolphins and other equines, orcas and so on, it's bears, avian life and vertebrate marine life, amongst many, many others. And so it makes it an offence to advertise or promote those sorts of activities. What's its effect on those who do market such places? Well, the answer is they will be committing an offence, and they're liable to prosecution and to conviction and to criminal penalties, in particular fines, monetary fines. This act commanded throughout its parliamentary course enormous public support. Our petition is miles over 1 million, in fact 1.2 million. We have, in addition, another 35 million signatures of support from other petitions aligning with ours. Anyone who wants to breach this, and there's no evidence that it's going to, that public support is waning, quite the contrary, wants to think hard about that, where their paying customers coming from. The overall purpose of the Act is not to do harm to any travel company. The purpose is to steer the market, to seek to shift it from brutal and unethical towards benign and ethical. And, no business can or should or does make money per se out of the brutalization of animals. It's just recklessness and ruthlessness, mindlessness very often, in the pursuit of the commercial imperative. They can make just as much money, and good luck to them, sending their customers to safe and responsible venues and practices. They don't need to send them to brutal places where the customers are in extreme danger, possibly of death, at the hands of tortured captive animals.
Of course, animal experiences can also be deeply inspiring, both for children and adults alike. If marketers still want to engage in animal activities in their promotions and advertising materials, are there ways in doing so that do not directly harm animals abroad in the ways we've discussed?
The proper, decent way, indeed the only way, if we're going to preserve these ancient species, remembering most of them have been on our planet Earth vastly longer than we have, is to see them in their wild state, to see them at least in sanctuaries and wildlife reserves that are enable their freedom as far as possible, consistent with safety and security. So it's to see animals from a safe and a respectful distance, both safe for humans and respectful to the animals, to recognise their innate dignity and their entitlement to their own life unencumbered by man. And so we hugely at Save the Asian Elephants favour promoting wildlife reserves, certainly rescue centres, of course they have their place, but often you'll see sad sights as animals are brought into relative safety and rehabilitated. But the best of all is those venues that do exist for pretty much all species, where they are left in the wild and you can observe them from a distance. We must remember that animals are not there for a bit of tourist fun. It's my belief, and the belief of pretty much anyone I know who's worked closely with them, that animals have an innate, inherent justification and value even if humans never existed. I mean, to some people that's a heresy, but I don't think so. And animals deserve the dignity of their life on Earth, and they should be treated like that, not like toys or commodities, just to be used and as it were squeezed for every last penny to come out of them before they're cast aside.